It is currently 5:30. I just watched the sunrise and I just watched the world wake up, and I just felt like, okay, you know, I want to really sit down right now because I feel calm and content, and I'm not gonna cry talking about everything that happened, so I could just like update you guys. I had the worst day of my life on Tuesday, which is now 3 days ago. I don't even know where to start. So I went to Paris and I had an amazing 3 days. Basically, last summer, not this summer, but summer 2017, I met this guy in France, in Paris, at the Lollapalooza festival. Last February, I went back to Paris because I'm obsessed with Paris, and we met up again, and this time we did again, and we spent 3 days together. So on Tuesday we had to say goodbye, so that was already very sad. I had to take the metro and train back to Holland all by myself because my mom and I got in a huge fight the night before. So I had to figure everything out myself, which was okay because I want to go back to Paris in October or November. So this was like a good practice for me to like travel by myself for the first time. Actually kind of like the responsibility, but it was a lot to handle last minute. I did this stupid thing where I threw out my metro ticket, and so there was this security checking if everybody had paid, but I already threw out my ticket, so I had to pay like 50 euros. So that already sucked that morning, but you know, I tried to stay like optimistic. Went on the train ride back to the Netherlands was like 3 hours, and then I would have a stop in Rotterdam, the city, and I would have to take another 2.5-hour train back to my town. But I had like an hour in between at Rotterdam, so a friend of mine lives there, so we decided to like meet up, and he would bring me some food and we would just like eat until I would have to leave again because I hadn't seen him for like a year. So I was obviously like really thrilled to see him again. And so I ran toward him when I saw him, and I could feel my earphones like unplugging out of my phone, but I didn't really register right away in my mind. So I just like hugged him and said hello to him, and then I realized that my phone was gone, so I turned around because it obviously fell out of my pocket when I ran, but someone had already taken it. So we went around the whole station. So we asked police, we asked security what we could do, we went to the lost and found section, customer service and everything. Obviously it wasn't returned, so my entire phone was gone together with my card, my money. My friend was very helpful, so Jabbar, if you see this, thank you so much. He put some money on my other card so that I could go home. I never put like a backup on iCloud because I always thought nothing's gonna happen, I'll do it later, and I never did. And so all my footage was gone from like the past vacation, so that's why I'm trying to figure out currently what to do for the whole Paris video that I had planned. I was also very much homesick, which I have a few clips from that are maybe a little bad, but I feel like people never really get how sad I get after I leave Paris, and this time even more because I spent so much time with Anthony that it was just really hard to suddenly be all by myself again. I'm gonna show you a little bit of these clips because I filmed myself the day after when I was, you know, I had already been crying the entire day. Then I realized maybe I should just document it for myself. I wasn't even gonna upload it at first, but I was just watching the sunrise, and I was just like realizing that maybe I should just show what it's like to really feel homesick. I'm just gonna show you what kind of a mess I was. Part of me doesn't know why I'm recording this. I don't know. This is the aftermath of me coming back from Paris. I've been feeling like shit all day. I'm completely cut off from everything, and With that I mean I just went to Paris, and the days after Paris are always very hard because I miss it so much, and this time it's even worse because I literally spent like 3 days with Anthony, and just now I'm back and I just miss everything so much. You know, when I miss something a lot, I just like rewatch some pictures and videos, and I keep myself distracted by editing, you know, like my way of getting over the nostalgia and the missing and everything is to like edit the video about Paris and then just, you know, relive everything and say goodbye to it like mentally. And now I can, and I don't have anything left, only a few shots that were on this camera. I just don't even know why I'm filming this. I hate to put my, like, I don't even know if I'm gonna fucking upload this, but this is just like for myself to like talk right now. It's just that I don't, you know, it feels like I don't belong here. Jesus. I just don't feel like I'm home. Just like saying goodbye over and over again. I've only been there for like 4 nights, and it just feels like I am not the same. It's like I was away for like 3 years. Like literally everything I just want to do is cry, and that's all. Like that's all. Right now, I still feel very much empty when it comes down to missing and just hurting over it. It feels like I just broke up with someone. Went out at night there, and I saw so many different sides of Paris that I hadn't seen yet, the less touristic side, which made me feel even more at home there. So much has happened, and it's really hard to just accept that all the footage is gone, and it just kind of feels like somebody stole my memories. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep now because I've got a long day ahead of me. Do you want to say goodbye, baby? Bye.